To answer these questions, we first need to look at the story from the streamer's perspective. And we'll start with Netflix, the biggest, oldest streamer around. For most of its history, Netflix made money in one way: its subscribers. So if Netflix wanted to make more money, they either had to add subscribers or raise prices. This was always Netflix's strategy. As this 2021 New York Times article explains, the CEO and founder of Netflix was betting that the company could attract subscribers and raise its prices faster than the debt clock was ticking. And Netflix had taken on a lot of debt, almost $15 billion by 2020, with the purpose of building an entire platform's worth of content, ensuring that they weren't reliant on movies and TV that they didn't own, like The Office or Friends. This strategy worked, and for a long time, Netflix grew really reliably, even as its prices went up.
They'd had very steady growth 2015, 16, 17, 18, 19, and then the pandemic happens in 2020, and they have their best year ever.
That's Lucas Shaw, by the way.
Managing editor for media and entertainment at Bloomberg News, and I'm also the author of the newsletter Screen Time. Netflix got to a point where they realized that their growth was much slower than it had been, right? Growth continues to be slower in 2021, and looking into 2022, they get nervous.
And then in 2022, Netflix actually lost subscribers. Just 200,000 at first, and then 1 million.
There are only so many people in the population, right? Even if you got everyone, there is a ceiling to that.
But they also knew that they had more customers than it appeared.
This phenomenon of password sharing. Netflix had said publicly that they were not worried about it, and I think early on, it's true, they were not worried about it because password sharing was a way of exposing the service to more people, and if people liked it, they would convert. But at a certain point when they hit a bit of a ceiling, they were looking at the numbers and they said the only way that we're going to be able to grow is if we convert some of those sharers into payers.
This move created a temporary surge in subscribers. It made enough of a dent that other companies are following in these footsteps. But Netflix isn't the only trendsetter. While all this was going on, another company was carving out a slightly different path. Hulu has always had two tiers to its service: ad-free and ad-supported. According to this 2019 article, Hulu's ad-supported option was the most lucrative tier of their business. It was so successful, they actually lowered the price from $7.99 to $5.99.
Advertising has been the key to a successful video business forever. You know, you think about the cable business, you don't think about paying for discrete channels, but you are paying for a bundle of channels. And oh, by the way, those channels still have advertising. So it's not really a foreign concept. That's something that Hulu had done quite effectively.
As more streamers crowd the market with ever-increasing prices, pretty much every service, including Netflix, has introduced a more affordable ad-supported tier to their offerings, which people seem to appreciate. Ad-supported plans have been driving an increasing percentage of new signups and supplementing each company's bottom line. But here's the thing, most of these companies still aren't profitable.
Part of it is just they're so new. I think we lose sight of that. Like, these companies spent billions and billions of dollars to launch new services and take on Netflix, and they tried to condense, 15 years of Netflix's streaming service into 3 to 5. And that was very expensive.